Hi there. I don't know if you're tweeting news about Spain vetoing or no vetoing Scotland in the European Union as a new sport since 2014. But today I saw a news from the Times tweeted by Ruth Davison and again suggesting that Spain would veto Scotland remaining part of the single market and remaining part of being part or remaining part of the European Union, and it's absolutely untrue. First of all, well, that news says Spain rejects proposal for separate Brexit deal. You remember that Mariano Rajoy said that the UK government should be the only negotiator in this Brexit table at Brussels. And it's a common sense because there's rules, and the UK government was the one who called for the Brexit referendum, so it's the state member who must negotiate this exit. But apparently Jorge Toledo, who is the Spanish Secretary of State for the European Union, said if the UK leaves the single market, the whole UK will leave the single market. There is only one negotiator, the UK government. Jorge Toledo is, as I say, the Spanish Secretary of State for the European Union. Is not the UK Secretary of State for the European Union, so it must be the UK government who decide what is going on and if Scotland is part or they want to fight for Scotland to remain part of the single market. This is none of Jorge Toledo's business. So it's a wee bit strange making this statement. I don't think it's very, very clever. I think it's a lack of respect for the UK government position, and indeed it's a lack of respect for the for internal affairs, because it's an internal affairs that Scotland must negotiate with the UK government, and we shouldn't say anything at all until the negotiation takes place. I don't think it's very clever. I think it's a lack of respect, honestly. But I have thought of laughing with one paragraph here, because it says Spain represents one of the most powerful voices in the EU. Lol. No, it doesn't. Spain is not one of the most powerful voices. Maybe a noisy one, but it's not the powerful one. So once again, the Spanish veto was a false argument used by the Better Together campaign, used by the Conservative, Liberal Democrats and Scottish Labour. It's not true, it's absolutely untrue. In 2014, Better Together used the false argument, but the mainstream media and the BBC didn't report Margallo's statement saying that the Spain position would depend entirely on the UK position. So if the UK position recognizes Scotland as an independent country, they will respect that. In fact, if the UK government decide to defend or stand for Scotland remaining part of the single market, or in case of a second referendum, they respect the outcome of a second referendum, Spain will respect that. And that's it. And remember, there's a lot of interests from Spain and from UK, but there's a lot of interest between Spain and Scotland in terms of trade, tourism, fishing, etc. So please, please, please be careful with all of this news. Well, yes, news, because that news said nothing, right? I remember this because this news is from 2012, but there were lots of news saying the same. Okay. Let me remind you that you have, if you have the chance to check my blog, The Bridge Between Galicia and Scotland, pilaraymara.com, and also check the hashtags Spanish Press and also Catalan Press, Galician Press, Basque Press, and also the hashtag Spanish Veto, and check the blog, We Ginger Dog blog, because Paul speaks a lot and very well about the Spanish Veto and the Spanish issue. So have a wonderful 2017. And once again, Merry Christmas.